With the recent debut of the all-new Range Rover, Jaguar Land Rover made a lot of news. While it may not appear to be much different from the previous generation Range Rover, it is completely changed from the ground up. The top-spec engine, on the other hand, is one of the most significant upgrades to the large range. The big boy Range Rover is no longer powered with a 5.0-liter supercharged Jaguar V8. Instead, BMW provides a 4.4-liter twin-turbocharged V8. In reality, it's the same V8 as the BMW X7 M50i. Customers at the top of the SUV market may now choose between the BMW X7 M50i and the Range Rover P530, which is a really fascinating alternative. Both cars have the same engine, are approximately the same price, and have equal performance, but they approach things totally differently. Let's have a look at the two automobiles.
Welcome to Life in Luxury. We provide you useful information that it will help you to live the luxury. If you are new here, welcome, and consider subscribing.
BMW X7 M50i. I'm an outspoken fan of the X7. Sure, it's unattractive and represents the polar opposite of what BMW is meant to represent. Objectively though, it's a terrific car to drive. It glides with elegance and fluidity that belies its size and weight for such a large vehicle. When you upgrade to the more powerful, high-performance variants, you'll find that it's not only unexpectedly quick, but also more fun to drive than critics would predict. It's a real elephant that dances. It's also reasonably priced. I know it seems strange to claim that a six-figure luxury SUV is reasonably priced, but when the X7 costs the same as the 7 Series while providing so much more, it appears to be a steal. It's not only as luxury as the 7 Series, but it's also significantly more roomy on the inside, with an extra row of seats, a large trunk, and enough headroom for 7 sombrero-wearing passengers. There aren't many flaws in the X7, but if I'm being picky, and that's my job, the inside of the X7 M50i should be more unique for the money. To complain about sitting in an X7, you'd have to be the snobbiest of snobs, but it's still not as sumptuous as some of its competitors at the same price. Furthermore, while the ride is incredibly comfortable, it still has a BMW-like edge to it. Many of its rivals ride more smoothly. Range Rover P530. The Range Rover P530 is the polar opposite of the BMW X7 M50i. The P530 model is the top-of-the-line engine, with a 4.4-liter twin-turbocharged V8 from BMW. It has the same 523 horsepower and 553 lb-ft of torque as the X7 M50i for Range Rover duty. It's also mated to the same ZF-sourced 8-speed automatic transmission. The Range Rover, on the other hand, employs its own all-wheel drive system, which is significantly superior in slick weather. A 2-speed transfer case, a limited-slip rear diff, Land Rover's newest terrain response system, and all-wheel steering come standard on the large range. As a result, when it comes to rough terrain, the Range outperforms the larger Bimmer. Range Rovers are now as practical as BMW X7s. In certain ways, yes. A third row of seats is included on the long wheelbase variant, which is clearly more costly. So, if you require the third row, both automobiles have it. Inside, it's also more ornate, beautiful, and intriguing to look at. While I haven't experienced the 2017 Range's infotainment system yet, based on JLR's past record, BMW's tech is likely to be superior. The Range Rover's cabin, on the other hand, is extremely stunning, and Range Rovers are always more comfortable than their competitors. And it is the most significant distinction between the two vehicles. The BMW X7 M50i is designed for those who desire a large luxury SUV with a hint of sportiness. The Range Rover, on the other hand, is all about luxury and extravagance.